Have you ever been to a restaurant and have been completely overwhelmed by the amount of choices on their menu? That there's so many options that you don't have any idea how you're going to choose just one. Doesn't it feel like that with religion sometimes? There are 4,300 religions in the world, according to a group called Adherents, which is a non-religiously based independent organization. And a lot of times we can treat those religious belief systems like we would a menu. And on any particular day, we might be in the mood for something completely different. You know, most choices in life, that is completely fine. It's good to have choices, but is that how we should approach religion? I mean, these thoughts lead us to the question that we want to consider here. Is Jesus the only way to heaven? Christians make this claim that Jesus is the only way, and maybe you think that sounds too exclusive, and that there are many ways to get to God, especially since there is so much similarity in what some of the biggest religions hold as true. Christians worship God, so do the Jews, and so do the Muslims. So aren't we all worshiping the same God? Well, probably the better question to ask is, do all religions have the same view of God? Because that is most assuredly not the case. Christians believe that the Bible teaches a triune God, one that's manifested as God in three persons. We'll have to unpack that in a different session. But Jesus, as the Son of God, is a part of this Trinity. And this is where other religions differ from Christianity. You see, no one denies that Jesus existed as a person. There's too much proof for that. What they do deny are his claims of deity. The fact that he says, I am the Messiah. But what Jesus did in coming to the earth and dying on the cross as a perfect sacrifice, this was God's plan of dealing with sin. See, other religions are worshiping gods that don't really have an answer for the problem of sin. They say things like, well, if you're a good person, you'll get to heaven, or everyone eventually will get to heaven. They don't believe in the existence of an eternity in hell. You know, when Jesus was getting ready to return to heaven after his death on the cross, he was talking with his disciples, and this is what he told them in John chapter 14. Thomas said to him, Lord, we do not know where you are going. How can we know the way? Jesus said to him, I am the way and the truth and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. So the way is a path. It's a road. It's what you move along to get to your destination. And the wording here is very important because Jesus did not say that he was a way to get to heaven. He said, I am the way. Jesus completely removed any idea that had been developed or would be developed that there are multiple ways to get to heaven. Jesus completely denies that and says, no, I am the way. If you want to get to God, you have to accept and believe in me as the Messiah. The early apostles acknowledged this as well. Peter said in Acts chapter 4, verse 12, and there is no salvation in no one else, for there is no other name under heaven given among men by which we must be saved. If you hold to believe the Bible as authoritative, which is essential in Christianity, this is a central principle that you need to grasp. That there is no religious system, including people who claim to have no religious affiliation, that there's none that can give you access to God. The only hope in life and death is Jesus Christ. Perhaps instead of being frustrated at the exclusivity of this claim, we should rejoice that God has given us a clear way to gain access to his presence. If you are struggling and haven't discovered this way of faith, I hope you will reach out to us. We'd love to help you out in your journey towards Christ.